Hello, my name is Chris Eales and I'm President of Premier Healthcare Professionals. I'm often asked to provide comments on the state of the temporary healthcare staffing market here in the US. So I thought I'd take a few minutes now just to explain where I believe the market has been and indeed where it's going over the next few years. Now, in the 10-year period leading up to about 2007, the market had seen double-digit growth percentages year on year, and that was fantastic. And clearly those companies that were already in the market enjoyed those growth statistics enormously. And with those obviously came an attraction to new businesses entering the market. And we saw a lot of new businesses coming in during the period from about 2002 through to about 2007. And then around about the year 2007, we saw the start of the economic downturn, and this had a huge impact on the temporary healthcare staffing market, and indeed other staffing markets here in the US. At that time, hospitals' demand started to decline rapidly. And the reason behind this, I believe, were threefold. Firstly, I think the number of elective surgeries and patient census started to drop as people either put off elective surgeries or indeed had lost their job and perhaps their healthcare insurance along with it. Secondly, I think the hospitals, or a lot of hospitals, rely to a certain extent on charitable donations for their budget. And obviously we've all read in the newspapers that charitable donations during the last 3 to 4 years have dropped away significantly. Thirdly, and most significantly, I think the hospitals themselves looked at ways of cutting their budgets, obviously to match the funding that they had available, and they looked to the local market to pick up nurses and other healthcare professionals that perhaps had stopped working a number of years hence, but were looking to get back in to earn that extra cash to support their families. So that was from the period 2007, probably up to the end of 2010. Since that time, now in 2011, we have seen a dramatic upturn in the demand for the travelling healthcare professionals that we place. So much so that our open positions on our books have shot up dramatically, and we're now being contacted by hospitals that we haven't had any contact with probably for the last 3 to 4 years. It's an amazing turnaround in a very short period of time, and long may this continue. I think going forward though, the healthcare trends are very positive for temporary healthcare workers that we place. I think we are seeing an ageing population that have more and more demands on healthcare. I think there are certain regulations being implemented by states that will probably be accepted globally throughout the US, where there are restrictions on patient-nurse ratios and indeed the amount of overtime that nurses work whilst on a particular shift. So I think all of that works in favour of the travel nurse population, including obviously the staffing companies like ourselves. So I hope you've enjoyed this explanation of where we've been. I think there's a very positive outlook moving forward from here. If you'd like to know or learn some more information about PHP, my company, then please feel free to have a look at our website at travelphp.com or give us a call. We'd love to talk with you on 866 296 3247. Thank you.